To drive the circuit was as exciting as you'd hoped it would be?
I think it was. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun. I last week in Qatar, or last week, 2 weeks ago, I think after the second lap, I was like, oh, this is good fun. I had to say it today when I got back to the pits after the first run because it's busy, keeps you on your toes, but it is fun. It's a good track, really high speed, but lots of kind of good flow to it. It kind of all looks the same, so you have to talk yourself through each corner. Okay, oh, this is this corner, this is that corner, fourth gear. Okay, this is now fifth. It's a maze. It's a maze, but it's a lot of fun, and the grip's good. The grip's good, so on a track like this, which is fast, street circuit, it's nice to feel something like that.
The car was about a second off the pace, I think you were overall. Yep. How did that feel? Is that representative of where you think you guys are at the moment?
I think we can be better. I think we can be better. Looking at some of our rivals or competitors, I think we can produce, that performance around this circuit with the characteristics it has. I do still think it's a circuit that, suits us, maybe more than previous ones we've been to the last few weekends. So, yeah, I think we'll find those few tenths tomorrow. Obviously, it won't come for free. We got to work for it. Still understand a few things tonight, but yeah, still confident we can be well in the fight.
Now, you mentioned it was pretty busy. It looked busy with traffic as well, just trying to get out of the way. That should make qualifying exciting, but the race should be good as well?
Yeah, there's so many kind of blind corners in that, and closing speeds are high, so yeah, you try and get out of everyone's way, but yeah, I probably got in some people's way today. Some people got in mine. It was just obviously you're trying to navigate quite a few things even on a cool down lap, but I think quali everyone will be kind of in the same sequence, so everyone will be pushing or doing cool downs. The race, because it's very fast, I think a lot of the kind of entries to the corner are quite narrow in terms of like you turn in, and so it's quite a lot of the high speed is one line, so I think it will be tricky to follow close. So I don't know how overtaking will be. I think it's going to be difficult, but yeah, it's also a track where you need to stay on, like mentally on the whole time. So I think mistakes, things like this could well happen. So keep yourself in the fight.
Track to drive?
It was a very cool track and very warm temperatures. No, it's a lot of fun. It's such a difficult track, like especially sector one. You blink at the wrong time and you're going to be in the wall. So it's tricky to concentrate so hard and so much at the speed we're going. But it's a fun circuit. It's an exciting one for sure. Keeps you on your toes through the whole lap, which is always a good thing. But yeah, in terms of our day, probably not been the best of days. I think we've struggled a little bit more than we thought, which kind of sucks. But yeah, we'll see if we can turn it around tomorrow.
In terms of where the car needs to improve, is just getting it suited more to this track, or are you just feeling more comfortable with the car itself?
No, I think my confidence is high. Like I got up to speed very quickly in FP1, and I think a lot of the time, like I wouldn't say this is, I think ever my problem. I think it's actually one of my strengths. I believe is that I can get up to speed very quickly on new tracks like today, and then when everyone else, like the faster cars, get up to it, then I start dropping down the order. But no, I think my confidence is high, and that's always a good thing on a circuit like this. So that's not the problem. I think it's just tuning the balance a little bit and trying to extract the performance out of the car, and also the tyres, understanding them, because it's not as obvious as being the soft is the best and the medium and the hard. So yeah, we'll do our work tonight and see what we can find.
We saw traffic was quite a bit of a problem. Do you think that's going to make qualifying tricky, and what can we expect in the race? Overtaking possible from your early learning?
Overtaking not looking so good at the moment. Qualifying like with traffic is going to be also very difficult because every corner is blind. So it's not because anyone's doing anything wrong. It's just because you can't see around one corner, and of course my engineers are trying to give me feedback on this. There's 5 cars waiting ahead and stuff, but you also got everyone like overtaking you and stuff. So then they all go ahead, and you got like 8 cars all queuing in the last corner. So it's probably going to be chaos, as it always is. Maybe here more than other places, which is not going to be good, but it's part of it. So we'll see what we can do.